Live. Oh, I'm live. Hello, everyone. Hello, happy Monday. Hopefully, everyone's having a great start to the week. I'm sure most of this will probably be like playback because I feel like most of the people that watch me are doing their thing at work right now. But I realized the only way I was going to watch She Hulk is if I do a live and we it's like a watch along type of thing cuz I have no desire to look at this show. Absolutely none. The trailers did not get me interested at all. The CGI does not look good. The marketing is a lot, which is very surprising. Like I have never seen Disney market a show like She-Hulk. In terms of the other Marvel Disney Plus TV shows, none of them have been marketed to the level of She-Hulk. And I'm wondering what was the change? Like what was the shift that told Disney to market She-Hulk in the way that they are? Because they didn't do this for Miss Marvel, right? And she's a new character, brand new. They didn't market her the same way they did She-Hulk. They didn't do it for Moon Knight. I'm sure they didn't do it for Loki. Like, it's just so many questions. Are they overcompensating? Do they think people really won't watch? Hmm. So I figured the only way to do this is to just go live, watch the episode, and give my thoughts and then see if I'll continue on. Because honestly, I don't see myself finishing She-Hulk. I just, there's nothing about it that's enticing, like at all. So we're going to load up Disney Plus and we're going to watch She-Hulk. I have heard mixed reviews, but most people are not into it. Um, so we'll see. I just, I don't care. None of it looks interesting to me, but we're gonna give it a shot, I guess. Because I was iffy on She-Hulk. That's the one show I was like, but I don't know. The trailer didn't do its job, and for me, if the trailer does not do its job, I'm not taking a look at it. The trailer is supposed to get you excited and or interested in the product. And if you can't do that, why am I going to waste my time watching it? People are like, oh, give it a chance. You should watch it and then you can see how you feel. And it's like, no, actually, I don't have to do that. That's what the trailer's for. And if the trailer can't do that, then forget about it. All right, so let's load up Disney Plus so we can watch this. It's actually really funny to watch the MCU try really hard to write female characters well again, as if they even started out at a good spot, which they didn't. It's really funny to see this. Like we're having all these female characters in Phase 4, and like none of them are written well outside of maybe one or two, and that's on trend for the MCU female characters. 90% of them are garbage. At least they're written like garbage. They're not typically characters, they're typically archetypes, or yeah, I would just say maybe an archetype. Yeah, just like the typical love interest or um I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay, here we go. I've loaded up Disney Plus. All right. Let me turn up my volume a little bit. Okay. So we're going to watch the first episode, and let me unblur this. I'll just show you little parts as we're going along. Virtual background, no blur, thanks. All right, here we go. Oh, this episode is 37 minutes. Cool. I feel like it's probably only 30 minutes and 7 minutes of credits. That's on trend. All right, watching it now. Oh, can we skip this? There should be an option to skip the opening with the Marvel Studios logo. It's just like, that's 30 seconds long. Like, we should be able to skip that. Okay. Here we go.
What is the responsibility of those who have?
Here we go.
They merely have an obligation to refrain from the misuse of that power? Or do they have a duty to protect those without it? The defendant used their limitless resources, political and military, for financial gain at the expense of the public safety, causing the deaths of innocent. They did this because they believed they would not be held accountable, that their power shielded them from very real consequences. But today, you, the jury, can prove that's not the case. Show them
more smiles. Oh, we're off to a great start. I guess her male coworker is telling Jennifer while she's practicing her argument. More smiles. Just, we're off to a great start.
Because those with the most power have the most to answer. And you in the game.
Oh, jeez.
You are not helpful here.
Oh my God, he's crap. First man in the show, and he's already presented to us as a pile of dog shit.
You're gonna listen to a paralegal over another lawyer?
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to her over you, the man. So is she like the typical best friend? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, come on.
All right.
There is a reason why you were handpicked to go against Jill Kennedy. Okay, the leveling up is happening. This is good. My little baby genius is going to be a district attorney one day.
Come on, exposition.
Stick the landing on this case.
Oh boy. I'll show you bits and bits so you know where I am. Oh, geez.
Yeah, about that. It's true. I am a Hulk. And I'm guessing you're not going to be able to focus on this fun lawyer show until you know all about that. So let me get you up to speed. A few months ago, I went on a road trip with my cousin Bruce.
Oh. All right. So we're getting the origin in the first episode, which is a shock. Yay! Watch along. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see where I'm at. So right now we're at the car scene. I think they're about to get in the car crash. Cheetos and chopsticks. Oh, man.
Okay, so back to what I was saying.
Wow. I'm surprised they're doing her origin in the first episode. They're talking about Steve right now.
A symbol of America is rushed to the front lines and becomes a war hero. Then he's frozen.
Why are we getting this backstory on Steve?
After he gets unfrozen, he goes from world-threatening disaster to world-threatening disaster. That's when he's not a fugitive from the law, right?
They're like, if you guys missed the story on Steve Rogers, here we go. Hi. Captain was it? What? What is going on? So what is happening? So they just had a car crash. Oh, you've seen it per se? Did you finish it? Like, what do you mean per se? Oh, honestly, my expectations are in the toilet, so I'm not really gonna be surprised. All right, so the car crash just happened. She's bleeding. So some random ship just came into the road. I hope they're gonna explain that, but do I really care though? Is the question. Oh. Okay, Bruce still has his arm in a cast. Oh, so this is how they do it. Oh, that's immediate. Oh, they don't do the blood transfusion. I think I'm okay with how this happens. What the? Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, trust me, you're not missing out on much by not having Disney Plus. I don't even pay for it. You're not missing out. It's literally just old content and then the Star Wars and Marvel stuff. So, all right. So this is after the crash. She's transformed and then ran off. Yeah, William, you're not missing anything by not having Disney Plus. Trust. If my sister didn't have it, I wouldn't be compelled to buy it myself. Oh, okay, here we go. Now I remember people talking about this scene. This is when she comes to the bar or whatever. I remember this. I remember people talking about it. Oops. It will? Oh, that's a shame. I have to wait that long. All right, so here we go. So she's in the bathroom. There's just so much happening. What in the world?
Thank you, but I just need to get cleaned up. I don't need to put makeup on me.
Yeah, why are you putting makeup on her? So, like, what is like? What, yeah, can what? I, okay, okay, all right. So she just got bum rushed in the bathroom by a group of women. She's clearly disheveled. Looks like she's in pain, and you don't call an ambulance. You don't tell her the nearest hospital. You simply put her in a fur coat and some shoes and you just dress her up. Like, why wouldn't you help her to the nearest urgent care slash hospital? Like, the priorities are so mismatched. Oh my God, and she's getting catcalled by a black guy. Oh. Oh. So she just hulked out and almost killed the guy. Oh no. Oh, the shoes. That's the thing. The group of ladies that bum rushed her in the bathroom, they put the shoes on her. So that's where it came from, which is just astounding. All right, so Jen woke up. Oh, pretty place. So Jen woke up. She is at the island, the one that's in all the promotional material. Ooh. I don't know. Like, especially in that scenario, you're at a bar with your friends. Like, I don't see where in that you would need a pair of spare shoes. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, they're in Mexico. Mexico. Oh, so this is where he spent the. So in this little lab in Mexico is apparently where Bruce spent his time during the blip, reconnecting with himself as Hulk and Smart Hulk coming to be. I love that we never got to see that. I love that they completely skip over that in Endgame. I love that. I just love that we don't get character development and we're told instead of shown. I love that.
Beach house lab.
Yeah, Tony built it for me a few years ago.
Oh, Tony built it. Okay.
He used to joke that he won, and one day you just swing by and take it back.
Oh, Tony's dad.
Wait. Did we hit a spaceship?
Yeah, Sakara Class A courier craft. They're probably trying to.
Sakara.
They're gonna get to the bottom of that.
And they do.
Just gonna find you.
And they do.
I gotta deal with you.
Me. What happened to me?
What do you mean what happened?
I changed.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I tried to warn you.
Uh.
My blood got into your system. And after the wreck, and you got a lethal dose of gamma.
Not more lethal than you.
As in I'm gonna die.
No, there was more to it that I'm going to explain.
That is not the sentence to take a pause on, Bruce.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Look.
I feel like her dose is not as lethal as his because Hulk was just like, woo, with the gamma radiation. Hers was via blood transfer, blood transfusion, or, blood dripping into her blood. So it's certainly not on the same level as the Hulk.
You and I, we share a rare combination of genetic factors that allow us to synthesize gamma radiation.
All right, so Hulk is explaining to She-Hulk how the Hulk works.
I've been analyzing your blood, and the way it synthesized gamma, I was able to use it to completely heal my...
Right, 3 drops of blood, and he's calling it a lethal dose. Like, I need you to calm down, sir, and take a look at yourself. Way more lethal.
My arm is healed, and now I'm able to be my fully integrated self.
Oh,
It's not smart.
can't wait for the part where she says, "Are you serious? You're fucking lying. Please tell me you're lying." Oh, all right, let's keep going. Oh,
Well, it's pretty smart to call yourself smart.
I didn't come up with
You use it, applied in respect.
it. Don't worry. So, now that I've actually analyzed your blood sample,
what? Oh my god.
it's way too dangerous to get out in the world, even if there's only a 1,000,000% chance that it makes another one of us.
Okay, you've analyzed everything. Now fix me. Get me back to normal.
Get you back to normal.
This is not
I don't know what you thought this was.
The little device thing that you had that kept you as Bruce.
that device was a prototype. It was
Great.
calibrated specifically
Make
to
me
me.
one. For me. Calibrate it to me.
Can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Jen, I had been struggling with this for years. The best that I could do was merge my 2 halves. Give it time.
Merge your 2 halves. I'm glad we didn't get to see that.
I don't want to be a Hulk. Just don't really love it.
They're arguing,
No going back to what you were before.
and aw, that's okay. I don't care if you spoil. All right, Jen, relax.
I'm feeling better. Listen,
Those pancakes look kind of good.
I know this is hard to hear. You're going to have to change your way. The voice
Oh, I hate it. Oh my god. Because literally the Hulk is a separate being who has his own wants and desires, and that's just gone. And we never even got to see the Hulk just be the Hulk and explore his wants and desires and relationship with the other Avengers.
I never thought that it would end up being a syllabus, but here we are.
Ooh, a syllabus.
Hopefully, it runs a little bit faster than mine.
You said multi-year?
How about 15 years?
Look at that, 15 years.
Priorities to control when you turn.
Flashpoint was to prevent me from turning into a Hulk.
These transformations are triggered by distressed emotional states, so we need to know the exact threshold that causes it for you.
Put on a Pixar movie. Wait, Big Bomb Jones said,
Oh, Pixar movie.
No, stop. I need to
We're at the scene.
triggers are anger and fear.
I feel like the baseline of any woman just existing.
Right?
Oh, what a bad line. What a bad line. What a bad line. Why would you say that? I hate that. Why would you say that? If she had said that was the baseline of her existence, I would be cool. That's great. But the fact that you made such a generalization and said all women, our baseline is anger and fear is just such crap. And I'm newsflash, the baseline for women and their emotions, it's not anger and fear. It's not the baseline. It happens certainly in situations and what have you, but it is not our baseline. And that's actually more harmful to say that. I just geez, here we go. The tragedy of the Hulk and Banner's relationship in a constant state. Exactly. Like he's so deep. He's so like he's such a deep character, and they just completely squashed it. Oh, she transforms. See, Hulk CGI looks okay, but her.
Why are you talking to me like I'm a stray horse?
Jen,
Yeah?
wait, you're still Jen, right now.
Okay, so she's discovering,
Touch it.
ooh, she's still Jen.
You're the only one in there?
That's where I'm
It's huge, Jen. I think I'm jealous. Is that right?
Yeah, I would be jealous if I were Hulk.
Another guy to wrestle with for 10 years.
Yeah, you don't have a split personality. You don't have another personality to deal with. If I were Hulk, I would be so jealous and so I don't know about angry, but yeah, I would be jealous. My cousin has the same abilities and she doesn't have to go through nearly as much. Oh, cool.
Bruh, that's about $1 million worth of damage back there, by the way. You really don't feel like there's another hand on the wheel at all?
No.
Her wig is very
First time
bothersome.
it was so intense.
It's definitely like the comic, but I don't know. It doesn't translate to live action. Her wig is very unsettling.
I guess we can just skip all that then.
Why would you rip that out?
That seems like it was
That's so fast. You still can't control when you transform.
Okay, so how do I turn back into Jen? How did you?
Usually I call it a jet or I get knocked out by a robot and I wake up or Natasha for a little while would tell me no.
Oh, he mentioned Natasha telling him the lullaby in Age of Ultron, which was so cringe. And they never explain how it came to be that she's the only one who could get him to calm down. Never really explained that, but hey. All right, here we go.
I've never read it.
Oh, great.
Common thread though is being unconscious.
Not necessarily. One time I was stuck with the other guy for over 2 years. That was another skill set.
You can't stay like this for 2 years.
Wow. You have so much more to learn about being a Hulk.
That's true.
I think you thought through how dangerous this level of power is.
You're right.
The damage you can cause. One mistake, one
Meow, meow.
Okay, I'll be careful.
You can't be emotional. Get Hulk rage. Just regular anger means death and destruction for everything and everyone around you. And I'm telling you, when people start seeing you as a monster that never goes away.
You're kind of correct in that, definitely.
Hulk, please.
Dialectical behavior therapy allows
All right, so I guess this is like the montage of them training that we saw in all the promotional material.
Wow, I never thought you'd be into all this mind body spirit stuff.
Dialectical behavioral therapy is an evidence-based psychotherapy. It's clinical, not spiritual.
It's just a way, relax your neck,
Relax your neck.
hearts, and stay.
It's more about presence, not accepting the situation.
Hmm.
That was about your mind body tech stuff.
Gross generally causing physical.
Gross.
I can see it.
I am? Oh, here we go.
Why don't you get some rest? We'll change tactics in the morning.
Oh, this is the scene from the.
Is the air horn really necessary?
Oh, that looks bad. Oh, they're doing the training. Her CGI is so distracting to me. Oh no. It looks better, but it's still very distracting. Nice. Oh my god, she threw it so far. Ooh. Come on, Hulk. Throwing that joint into the sky. All right. So they're jumping. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's doing great at the training. I'm really surprised that they're just speeding through this. I'm really, really surprised. Oh, middle finger. That's funny.
Dick, move. So I'm clearly nailing it at all of these things. When am I ever going to use this as a lawyer?
I don't understand. I don't understand why they didn't take the route of Gamora and paint her green, especially if they weren't going to give her a lot of muscles, right? They toned it down. She's not too muscular. So I feel like in that regard, the actress could bulk up a little bit and they could just paint her green. I don't know why they had to go this route. It's really odd to me. You're right. It feels like that's what they're trying to do. And that explains the marketing because I have never seen a Disney Plus show marketed like She-Hulk. Like ever. Let me say Disney Plus Marvel shows. They have never marketed them as well or as much as She-Hulk. Never. And it just raises so many questions. But anyways, here we go. Continuing.
Oh, well, yet another way my life is working. Thanks, Bruce.
All right. All I've been doing is showing you the downsides of being a Hulk. There are.
Wow. Oh, they can drink. I may need a drink after watching this. They can drink. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of alcohol.
We built this far by hand. It's impressive.
Yeah, me and Tony. Look, Tony must have drank. Sitting around.
Him and Tony, this is what I'm talking about. He keeps mentioning him and Tony spent all this time here, and we didn't get to see that. That would have been a nice way to build on their friendship. Yeah, we didn't get to see it, so screw you, buddy. Ooh, Tito's handmade vodka. I am not a vodka girl.
Bruce, you failed to mention that I slept with two little holes that day.
See out there.
Oh, her head. What's going on?
Waves breaking. Breath judgment.
Oh, let me plug in my charger. All right, so they're meditating now.
I know I've been pushing you through a lot, but being a superhero is a trial by fire.
Bruce, I'm not going to be a superhero.
I'm telling you, they try to rectify their sins with female characters, either from Marvel or other projects, in like the most absurd ways. So I can see that as a reasoning. And I'm okay with them showing She-Hulk training, but it's just I'm shocked that it's all being done within this first episode. Like, I feel like we're never going to see something like this throughout the rest of the series. And I just thought with the 9 episodes, that time was going to be spent with She-Hulk coming into her own as Jen, being She-Hulk and whatever. I just thought that's what that time was going to be spent doing while she's also being a lawyer. But it seems like all of the major development with her as a hero and everything is happening within this episode. So it's surprising to me.
But we are two of the few people on Earth that can actually protect her, which is why we have to make sure of your ability to tolerate distress and regulate your emotions, especially your anger.
Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger.
Oh, you're great at controlling your anger.
When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do. Creating like every day because I get emotional, difficult, might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
You guys heard that, right? You guys heard that, right? Is this what you were talking about, Metroid? Holy shit. She just equated her experiencing catcalling, men mansplaining things to her, because that's basically what she just said. She equated that and said, I can control my anger with that, and I can do it way better than you. I do it way more than you. And now she just said all of it feels like projection. Are you serious? This is insane. I have to watch that again. We have to watch that again. Hold on. No, we have to watch that again. I need to watch it again just to make sure. Okay, so when she's catcalled, when things are being mansplained to her, this is how well she controls her anger. Emotional,
difficult, might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
You do it more. She does it more. How do you just discredit everything that your cousin went through as while, being the Hulk? How do you just like discredit that immediately? This is like only a couple days after she became She-Hulk? This is insane. Hold on, let me read the comments before I just Bruce wanting her to be a superhero makes absolutely no sense. He doesn't even want to be a hero, but yet he wants to. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you trying to place her? That doesn't make any sense. I hate when heroes do that. I hate when there's like a mentor mentee type situation and they get powers and then immediately they want to push them into being a hero. Like, I hate when they do that because not everybody wants to go down that path. Some people just really don't even want the powers. They kind of just want to try and live with it, maybe not do so much as to put on a costume and help other people. Like, this is insane. Now, I feel like with catcalling, there's a possibility, that a woman could get injured severely if she like rejects the guy's advances. But it just depends on like proximity and situation. Okay. She wasn't. Yeah, I think if she wasn't talking to Bruce Banner, this scene would be okay. It would be cringe, but it would be okay. But you're talking to Bruce Banner, who has been through so much trauma. You're talking to Smart Hulk. You are talking to the Hulk, who I just don't understand. Right. It's not like Bruce tried to put a gun to his, put a gun in his mouth and then the other guy spit it out. It's not like that didn't happen. But you got it worse, girl. Yeah. And then the whole thing with in the helicarrier when he chased after Natasha and tried to kill her. Like oh, why did they do this? 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 And then she wants to call it projection when he's literally trying to help you regulate your emotions. Nobody is 100% at regulating their emotions. Nobody. He's trying to help you in that, and you go off on him and dismiss everything that he's been through. That's insane. Holy cannoli.
It feels like projecting a lot of shit onto me. No, I'm doing this.
Okay, this is completely new territory.
It's about growing your binder, cuz. Love you, Bruce, but I'm going home.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna borrow the Jeep, take it back to LA, get out my place.
Jen, stop. Stop thinking through for a minute.
This is all I've been thinking about, Bruce. I did your dialectical behavior therapy. I can change back and forth and I'm happy.
I bum rushed through my training and I'm ready to go home. Literally everyone in the galaxy would die. Everyone in the galaxy would die.
I'm sorry, the idea of being a superhero is not appealing to me.
Period.
I'm not you, and I'm not going to become you. I don't need to join some secret government contractor squad and have my entire life taken away from me. Really? Oh, so you didn't wind up alone? Hiding away on some remote beach?
Yeah, I wonder why he ended up alone and remote on a beach and had to sever his relationships with family and friends. I wonder why he had to do that. I wonder if it's because he was dealing with another personality throughout the last like 10, 15 years. I wonder why he had to do that, Jen. I wonder why he had to do that. But I guess, you regulate your anger so much more than he does. He just went remote because fuck it. Like, it's true that She-Hulk can manage things a little better because she doesn't have that split personality. But the way they presented it and delivered it is so piss poor in this show, or this episode is so piss poor.
Never see your family and definitely not dealing with a decade's worth of trauma? Why would you want that from me, Bruce?
But the thing is, like, I don't understand because they've presented Jen as someone, well, they've presented Jen in this moment as someone who is not really going to have to deal with all the trauma that Bruce has dealt with. So why are you now saying to him, well, I don't want to deal with like decades worth of trauma. I don't want to be remote and isolate myself. Yeah, if he gets too excited, he'll transform. So yeah, a lot of things are off the table for old Bruce. Well, this Bruce can probably do whatever he wants a little bit more, but yeah.
That's the price you have to pay for keeping the world safe.
It's not wrong that I'm choosing to help people in the way that I've always wanted.
I spent
Oh.
a lifetime running from this aspect of myself. Denying half of your being is no way to live. Trust me.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. What do you think you're
I've
doing?
been asking you to reconsider.
God, yes, I've reconsidered. I'm still leaving.
I'm serious.
You're not the only one.
What do you think you're gonna say about me things like that that came up?
Yes.
Oh boy, this is great. Oh, now you care. Girl, screw you. And he broke his glasses. Yeah, that was a dick move.
Learned it from you.
That dick move was way worse than what he did, I feel like. What was it? What was it?
Bullshit.
Oh, she punched him. What's going on? Oh, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, how was he not able to hold that card? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to come back to the rest of these comments. I didn't want to do this. All right. Ooh, she did the thunderclap. That was kind of cool. He just did the thunderclap. That was great. I love that. Exactly. Why wouldn't you listen? Ugh. Exactly. It's more harmful than good, and I'm not understanding how they haven't realized this yet. I'm really not understanding. Like, it's giving Batwoman. Batwoman is, I feel like, is infinitely worse in its delivery and portrayal, but that's what it's giving right now. It's a little ridiculous. So Hulk just asks Jen, why won't you listen to someone who's been through all of this before? And she says, because we're different people.
We're different people.
Look at
Tommy.
That's all you got?
Oh, she did her thunderclap. Okay, she's doing multiple thunderclaps. Why is she doing this? What is happening? Why are you doing this? Oh no. What is going on? What is going on? So the Hulks are fighting. Oh, his poor glasses. This looks very unappealing. And all the colors look so muted. I don't know. Oh, great. Bar destroyed. All right, so they're fixing them. Ooh, fourth wall break. So they just had that fight for what, though, actually? What was the fight even for? Because Bruce didn't necessarily want her to stay forever. Just take the advice that he was giving her and to help her kind of be a better She-Hulk or control it a little more. and she just wanted to go home. Like, I don't understand what the fight was even for. They're eating Cheetos with chopsticks. They totally did that so it could like blow up on social media, I feel like. Or maybe that's a real thing. I've never seen that before. So I could be the one who's not in the know. Wow.
And I'm sorry that I said a bunch of harsh but very true things.
Oh, harsh but very true things. So you're not even really apologizing.
That's still doesn't mean the thing you're apologizing for. That's very lawyerly.
Yeah, I'm a much better lawyer than I am a Hulk.
No, this was.
So you admit that, but yet you're leaving.
See you at the next family dinner.
See you, football.
So that's how it all happened. And no crazy Hulk stuff since. So now my family knows, and Nikki knows, and you know. Basically, I was right and Bruce was wrong. And I never have to be a Hulk. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna go win this case.
So this all happened within a few months. See, that's crazy. I'm worried about this show because the writers came out and admitted that they didn't really know how to write courtroom scenes. And I'm like, this is a lawyer comedy show. It's supposed to be giving Boston Legal, but you don't know how to write courtroom scenes? Like, how does that even make sense? Ooh, okay, here we go.
The facts of this case, you'll see that my client
Was well
within
in
his
his
right
right.
to protect his business interests. These accidental deaths were an unfortunate byproduct of an ambitious expansion. Did my client know lives would be in danger? That is debatable. It depends on your definition of know.
Oh my God, don't screw this up. Oh, the one male lawyer is just a complete dick. Yeah. Oh my God, what is going on? What is happening? What? Oh, is this Titania? Whatever her name is. Why is she here? What's going on? Oh, all right. We get a close up on the CG.
Who the hell are you? Jennifer Walters, attorney at law.
Whoa, this doesn't look too good. That was the quickest fight scene ever. What? Wait, but that was the quickest fight scene ever. So Titania just burst in for nothing. Maybe they'll explain it down the line. And then there's a weird like sitcom kick in slow-mo. Whoa. And then Jen kicks her into the wall, and that's it. Oh, the music choice is immaculate.
I'm ready to give my closing argument now.
All right. So that's the end of the episode. Wow, I was right. It's literally 7 minutes of credits. I think there's a post-credit scene though. They were talking about how every episode has a post-credit scene. So let's skip to that real quick and see what that's about. Oh, special guest star Mark Ruffalo. This artwork looks better than kind of what we got. Oh, they're still talking about Steve being a virgin. Why is this like conversation?
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
Honestly, he should have lost his virginity to Natasha.
You're a girl.
Captain America!
Okay, so that was She-Hulk. Yeah, I just finished watching the post-credit scene. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be watching anything more than the first episode. I think I'm good on that. I think I'm actually really good on that. Let's see, rating. So 4, 3, like 3.54, maybe. I don't know. I just felt absolutely nothing when watching that, which is insane. Let's go back to these comments though, because I feel like I missed a few. Oh, this reminds me of Black Lightning, but I feel like Black Lightning, even when doing that, I feel like they did it better than how they did it in She-Hulk. I feel like the writing on Black Lightning was just far superior of the CW shows, and I can't say so far this show because I'm comparing 4 years worth of content to one episode, but I feel like they did it better. They still never really touch on Natasha being dead and how that affects Bruce, but that goes to show you how meaningful that relationship was. Dup, 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 dup. She really can she? Interesting. Yeah, that was really weird. That was really weird. I don't know why they decided to do that. Like I know him and Sharon, like from my recollection, they did have a little thing in the comics, but in terms of the movies, if the plan was for him to stay with Peggy and to never move on from her, which was a bad idea, but if that was the plan, him and Sharon should have never even been a thing. Like that's super weird. In my opinion, him and Nat should have gotten together and they both should have just died and been happy together. But that's me. Okay. I don't know if she was necessarily making fun. I guess she was just overly curious if he was a virgin or not, which is just like a weird thing to have a conversation about. It's just super uber weird. She-Hulk, I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan of Jen as a character. She seems very, very arrogant, which is in line for like a lawyer. But it's not necessarily likable for our main character. Because sometimes even, main characters who are assholes, they have a redeemable quality about them. Not really getting that so far, and I'm not really gonna keep watching to see if they deliver that. There's just nothing enticing me to keep going. That scene where she downplayed Bruce's trauma is just stuck up here. I can't believe it. It's just. But this is very funny. This is very funny to see the MCU trying to deliver so many new female heroes, and they keep failing because the issue is that you're not writing them well. That's the issue. 90% of the female characters in Marvel or the MCU, I'm sorry, are not written well, like at all. Like literally, let's pull up a list, right? MCU female. We can split it up. We can do like superheroes, or actually, no. Let's do like females. MCU female characters. Right? I feel like, oh, we kind of got a list right here. All right, we got a list. Let me pull it up. Jeffrey. In my opinion, it's not good. This first episode is not good. it's just not good. I'm just really surprised that her training, her becoming She-Hulk, her mastering like all of that happened within a few months. I really thought that's what they were going to spend the season doing. Like they were going to stretch it out throughout these 9 episodes, have her coming into herself as She-Hulk, going to Bruce for advice and training, what have you. But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen now, which is just so, I'm sorry, I can't let that go. It's so strange to me. Because that's why I was excited initially when the show was going to have, is it 9 or 10 episodes? Something like that. But I was initially excited for that because, oh, we're actually going to flesh out this character, unlike past shows, which have not given the necessary time to flesh out new characters, i.e. Moon Knight, right? I would say i.e. Miss Marvel, but I really haven't watched that show, so that's not fair. But Moon Knight, hello. But it feels like the show is trying to portray. Yeah, like every action that she's done in this first episode, I don't think she had to apologize for anything. Even in her apology, it was so backhanded. So that really doesn't count. Like everything that she has done has been portrayed as correct. And I hate when writers write female characters like that. They did the same thing with Amber on Invincible, where everything that she did was portrayed as right. Nothing she did was wrong. Nobody questioned her actions. Nobody called her out. Nothing. She's just the perfect female character. And if you don't like her, something's wrong with you. And it's like, no, something's wrong with you as the writer. I don't know. I'll come back to this. Yeah, I think her moments are funny. She has good comedic timing. I think that's about it. I really think that's my only positive. She has great comedic timing from the little I see. I found Tatiana's comedic moments funny. Everything else, yeah, I'm gonna need more. That's true. That's fair. I just looked at the trailer, first episode, and I feel like as a premiere episode, there's nothing drawing me to keep watching the show. So if you do keep watching, let me know, let me know if it gets better for you, if maybe things change. I don't know. Let me know. Because at the moment, okay, William. I don't like that they killed Monica Rambeau's dad to make Carol more important for Monica's development. She could have been raised with both parents like she was in the comics. Yeah. And once again, we are perpetuating the single family home for a Black character. And then, so, that's great. This is what I'm talking about with their writing for female characters. It's crap for 90% of them. I pulled up a somewhat list. Can we get like females? Yeah, in the MCU. Okay. Oh, we got like 1,000. We'll go through like the important ones, right? Okay. Ooh. How about we just, let's do the heroes first. Let's do the heroes first. Marvel, let's do the superheroes first. I feel like I should go off the dome and then go from there. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of this content is just being rushed out. And the quality is suffering. And that's why I'm very confused when people say they're so excited for phases 5 and 6. But literally, look at what we got at Comic-Con. Look at that list. It's just content. We're literally getting like 7 new shows in 2023. To me, that's insane. And there's no way the quality is going to be up here for 7 new shows with like new characters and stories and everything. It's just not going to work. That's the issue we have right now. Like, I can't help but think yeah, exactly. It was sexist, in my opinion. It was bad. I don't know why they wrote that. It was bad. That was horrible. That was actually horrible. I agree. And they had the 13 episodes. I feel like, let's see, I didn't really watch Iron Fist, so I can't comment on that. But Daredevil, Luke Cage, yeah, I felt like they had great pacing compared to these shows. And you know what the problem is? Disney keeps handcuffing themselves with these 6-episode mandates, and I'm like, you cannot properly flesh out a new character and their mythology and the lore and how they fit within the greater Marvel universe if you even want to do that last part. You can't properly do that in 6 episodes. I don't care if they're an hour long. You can't do it. It has been proven. Look at Moon Knight. I can't even say Miss Marvel because I haven't watched Miss Marvel. So, but maybe look at Miss Marvel. Look at all these shows that have had 6 episodes and things have not been properly fleshed out. If they try to be if you aren't, oh yeah, no, I'm not into Star Wars, so I'll be staying clear away. I like the video games, the Lego games, but that's pretty much it. And look, Battlefront looks kind of cool, so I might get that. I know that's like a super old game, but I've always looked at it and I was interested in it. But yeah, other than that, I'm not into the movies, so no worries on that. No worries on that. All right, so let's look at these female heroes. Jeez. All right, let's look at these female superheroes. Right? Okay. All right. People told me I don't want women to express them because I didn't like her comparing her issues to Bruce. People told me I don't want women. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you express any valid criticism that you have, some people will just say, oh, no, you're sexist or you're against women. And it's like, no, it's not the case. And I feel like if there's any negative reception towards this show, they're going to come out and say, oh, you don't like women, which are some people watching this and hating on it because they have an issue with women? Probably. But I feel like that's in the minority. I really, truly feel like that's in the minority. So it's a BS excuse. Hold on. Let me pull up this tab. Yeah, let me share screen. Okay. So, all right. So we could start here. Whoa. All these ads. Ridiculous. Close. All right. So anyways, we can just go off of this for now to start with our female characters and why I think they're written poorly. And then we can go from there. So we start with the greatest, Captain Marvel. Oh, hold on. Exactly. I guess I hate men. Because I just like Moon Knight. I'm not really a fan of that show. I don't like the idea of Loki. So, do I hate men? I don't know. Oh, no. And then even beyond Marvel, there's so many. Arrow. God. Even beyond that, I don't like Iron Fist. I didn't really like season 2 of Luke Cage. Let me think. I didn't really like Punisher. So I guess, maybe I hate men. So I watched Clone Wars. Oof. Yeah, I feel bad for Star Wars fans right now. It seems like what you guys are getting is just not good, like at all. Actually. So we have our lovely, lovely Captain Marvel, who is literally just there. Every piece of dialogue that she's given is just like, oh, well, I'm better than you. Everything I do is right. It's similar to kind of She-Hulk, but a lot worse. Captain Marvel. Just horrible. And she's OP as hell. So you really, All right, now we Scarlet Witch. Yeah, he was a dick, and that's the thing that gets me is like, Arrow was a I said Arrow. Oliver Queen in Arrow, he is a horrible person. He is a horrible friend. He's a horrible partner. And most times it's not really questioned. It's rewarded, actually. Him being such a jackass to his female partners and his friends. It's rewarded. It's not even like there's no consequences to it. Nothing. Like how he did Laurel slash the Black Canary, that speaks for itself. You could do a whole video on that, and we're not. But yeah. So Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch is upsetting because she had a good start. I feel like her arc was going well, and then we hit WandaVision, and I feel like they started rehashing things for her arc. Like she goes through grief. Her entire arc since she's been introduced is literally someone close to her dies. She has a traumatic experience, and how she grieves, how she deals with that is in the most chaotic manner possible. That's kind of been her thing. WandaVision, I felt like did a good job with exploring her grief and how that has disastrous consequences and everything. Who, Arrow? They took every opportunity to show Stephen Amell shirtless to get those female viewers to come in. So I don't know. Arrow, was he hot? I found Grant Gustin to be a little hotter to me, but he was a better written character at that time. And then things kept going on. Ugh. But like I was saying about Scarlet Witch, so I feel like they did a decent job in WandaVision with exploring her grief and what that could lead to. And, they ended on a kind of ambiguous note. She goes off. She doesn't apologize for what she did to Westview. And I felt like, you know what? Okay. You want to set her up as a villain? I'm fine with that. I think that's infinitely more interesting. But we're at a point where I really don't think they know if they want Scarlet Witch to be a hero or a villain or an anti-hero even. They don't know what they want her to be. Because then we get to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and it's literally the same thing rehashed again. She is dealing with the loss of her kids. She's grieving, and the way that she grieves and tries to overcome it is in the most chaotic way possible. We once again end the movie, or we end her arc. She figures out how to do the right thing, and then she kind of fucks off, and she may or may not be dead. In the Avengers cartoons. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about Earth's Mightiest Heroes, right? She's amazing in Earth's Mightiest Heroes. First of all, I love that show. But secondly, she's amazing in that show. As you just said, she has personality. Like, she can be very witty. And I feel like they have not captured that with MCU Carol. And I don't know if it's the actress or the director who is like telling her to just give all of these lines so deadpan, because she's so boring. She's boring to look at. She's boring to watch. She's boring to follow. She's just boring. Like, I agree. I prefer that Carol Danvers way more than MCU Carol. And it's so funny that she's at this point of being idolized as we see in Miss Marvel, when we have barely seen her as a hero. That's why Miss Marvel, I'm sorry, guys, for those who don't know, when I read a comment, sometimes I go off a little bit from the original point, which is on your screen right now. But that's why Miss Marvel doesn't make sense to me, why it's here. The crux of Miss Marvel is that she idolizes Carol, but we have not seen her interact with the public as a hero. She's been in space. So I don't understand how she's at this point of being idolized for a couple things she did during Endgame. I don't really understand that. I kind of want to believe that too, but I think it was just bad writing. They'll never know what you sacrificed. Monica, what? Monica, what are you talking about? Did you forget when she fucking booted you out of Westview? Did you forget that? Because I didn't forget that. Oh, and then we get to Multiverse of Madness. It's the same thing rehashed. And she once again does not take accountability for her actions at the end of the film. Once again. They actually massacre her character in Multiverse of Madness. So that's wonderful. Exactly. She's not at all, actually. And I wish they would just lean into that. Have her not be a sympathetic villain. But Marvel doesn't like that, or the MCU doesn't like to have a villain who's just straight up evil to be evil. Exactly. I would have liked that too. Like maybe there was something going on and they were in danger, and then she just went into overdrive trying to get them back. Not simply because I want them back. And I have to have the Billy and Tommy from this specific universe, not one where they don't have a mother, not one where it's them and Vision. Did we forget about Vision? I guess they forgot about Vision. But no, it's got to be from this specific universe where they already have a mother. Oh, geez. It was just so dumb because at the end of WandaVision, she already come to terms with losing the kids and losing Vision. So dumb. So who's next? Sorry, guys. Who is next? Whoa. Sorry, my tab. All right. Who's next? Shuri, they haven't really done much with her. She's okay. I don't think I'm going to be seeing Wakanda Forever, so I don't really know. But so far, she's fine. She's just one of the ones that's fine. She's not like terrible. She's fine. Yeah, they haven't really done much with her, so we'll see. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to do that because they don't want to acknowledge that she's an actual villain. They really don't want to acknowledge that. So, yeah. Now, we have Miss Marvel episode showing that Scott Lang lied on his. Really? He did. Why would he say that? Of all the people you want to lie about beating Thanos, why would you lie on Carol Danvers? Like why? That should be a talking point. And I bet you it won't be. Because that could actually lead to something very interesting where Miss Marvel realizes like her point of idolization has been based on a lie. That could really shake her and her commitment to being a hero because Miss Marvel inspired her so much. Or Captain Marvel, sorry, inspired her so much. But I doubt they'll do it. Agreed. She very much was. Even in the movies, definitely. Okay, so Mighty Thor. Now, I have not seen Love and Thunder yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I've heard mixed things. But she was basically the typical love interest. Like I feel like there was nothing about her that really stood out. She's supposed to be this astrophysicist, this brilliant astrophysicist, but I feel like they kind of abandoned that after the first movie. And now you bring her back in Love and Thunder after you fucked off from her for how long? You didn't talk about Jane Foster or utilize Jane Foster for like 10 years MCU time. When did the second Thor movie come out? 2014. So it's been like 8 years, our time, that you have not used Jane. You have not mentioned Jane. You didn't mention her in Infinity War. You didn't mention her in Endgame. You didn't mention her in Ragnarok, I'm pretty sure. She has not been mentioned. So you bring her back and you give her the cancer storyline. So to me, That's emotional manipulation. You are bringing this character back and shoving this cancer storyline so that I, as an audience member, can care about her again. And I'm like, no, you don't get to do that. You didn't put in the work. Period. You can't just give me a character, say she has cancer after not talking about her for almost 8 years, 10 years MCU time, right? Or like 9 years or whatever, and just be like, that's it. Here you go. So that alone, no thanks. And then the fact that she gets Mjolnir because, not because she's worthy, but because Thor told Mjolnir, or however you say that, to always protect Jane. That's how she gets it. Not because she's worthy. So, yay. Hold on. Work better. That would probably be good. That would be good actually. If it took them like the whole movie to come to terms with her having cancer. And from the reviews I've seen, they treat her cancer like a joke anyway, so that's wonderful. They kind of did, but even in that, people want to bring him back. People want to bring him back. Like they just want every villain to be redeemed, and it's so confusing. Why do you want Killmonger, who spent his time, he used Wakandan tech, he used his time as ruler to be a complete tyrant, but you want him to come back and take the mantle as Black Panther when his feelings of Wakanda did not change? And they didn't change. He died hating Wakanda. So, you know, yeah. I think I don't know. I don't even know if I want to check it out. I'm so like uninspired to check out the MCU right now because I'm kind of like burnt out. So yikes. All right, talk about Jane. All right, we kind of went over She-Hulk, whatever. Yelena, um, she's kind of nothing right now. They give her a little bit to work with as far as how Natasha's disappearance and then finding out that she died, how that affected Yelena. They kind of give her that. But other than that, she hasn't really done a lot. And I feel like she's going to be the selling point for Thunderbolts, which, whatever. That's the one movie I truly could care less about, is Thunderbolts. I think they said, oh, I don't know. Did they break up? I don't even know. I promise you I don't know. I'm not too big on Thor, both comics and movies, so I have not really kept track. So maybe it was explained in Love and Thunder. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So some agree with them. Basically, it's just really weird that you would want him back to take the mantle after everything that he did to Wakanda. So, oh, okay. It was explained in the film. Okay, cool. Because I really don't know. Her and Thor being together was kind of boring. At least in the movies, it was kind of boring. All right, so Gamora, I feel like is actually one of the well-written characters, female characters in the MCU. I felt like they did a great job with her. James Gunn did a great job with her, and it carried over into her appearances in the Avengers films, like her arc and everything, which was great. I felt like they did a great job with that. Her exploration of her origin, like her relationship with Thanos, her relationship with the Guardians, and I just felt like they did a great job with her. She's one of the few I really like, and that's why I'm kind of excited for what's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Sorry, totally blanked. Yeah, she's great. She's great. She's like an anti-hero done right, I feel like. All right, so Monica, we'll see what they do with her. She's not very memorable to me right now because in Captain Marvel, her mom, I feel like she was just there to prop up Carol, and then they killed off her mom. So, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's the weird thing. Yelena is, she needs Natasha. I feel like she really needs Natasha. And that's why the MCU forever messed up with the character of Black Widow. She is. Gamora's great. Yeah. Her, when I saw that in the film, her dying, I was shocked. Like actually shocked. And it was like, and they actually stuck with it in a way. Like they brought back Gamora, but it's Gamora from 5+ years ago. So her dynamic and relationship with everyone is different. And it's really interesting where she is right now. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with her in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh, Cersei. This will be quick. Cersei was boring. And I'm not really sure how she was chosen to be like the Grand Eternal. She's boring. Moving on. Same with Wasp. She's pretty unmemorable to me. I don't know. Then again, I'm not too big on Ant-Man either. So she's kind of boring to me. Wasp, okay. Janet Van Dyne, yeah, no. Miss Marvel, I have not seen the show, so I really don't have an opinion on this. That would be cool too. That would be cool. Mm-hmm. You need more time for her to be gone than just have her back in the next film. Are we talking about Gamora? If we're talking about Gamora, I kind of agree. I just think because they skipped over that 5-year gap, it really removes a lot of the emotional weight that you're supposed to have throughout the film. If we're talking about Gamora. And hi, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. We are just going through the MCU female characters because I really feel that 90% of them are not written well. So that's kind of what we're going through right now, just having an open discussion. Valkyrie. So Valkyrie is interesting. I feel like she was cool in Ragnarok, but they haven't done anything with her since. Like, according to the reviews that I've seen for Love and Thunder, she's the queen of Asgard, and she just finds herself bored, and that's kind of it. Like, that's her main thing throughout that movie. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm just basing this off of reviews that I've seen. So it's a shame they haven't really done more with her character, because there's a lot there. There's a lot you could work with. There's a lot of trauma that she's been through that I feel like they haven't touched on, and I don't know if they will. America Chavez. Oh, oops, sorry. Ooh, sorry, major sorry. Okay. America Chavez. She was a plot device. She was not a character. So, yeah. Maybe they'll actually write something for her in her second appearance, but as it stands, she was a literal plot device in Multiverse of Madness, which is a shame because here you are introducing a new character who's obviously probably going to be important going forward, and you give us nothing. The only thing you give us is that she was stung by a bee, her powers activated, and then her mother's disappeared. So, and then you don't even touch up on that. So I agree. I absolutely agree. And I don't know why she wasn't, honestly, because truthfully, it really could have just been Doctor Strange and Miss Marvel. I mean, and Wanda, sorry. And you could have just had those two in the film. You didn't really need America Chavez. Because what she was doing, Doctor Strange could have learned how to do. Yeah. Actually, high key Dante. High key, the Wasp is very boring. There's nothing to her. Absolutely nothing outside of her being with Scott, which is not very interesting to me. And then, like you said, her mom being lost in the quantum realm. But that was resolved. So where are they even going to go with her? Okay, yeah. That, you know what, the actress, perfect casting, and the fact that she's a super fan, it's just perfect. So I love that. And a lot of people said that, she was great. Awesome, awesome. Okay. All right, cool, cool. So I'll work with that. I can run with that. I My first time seeing Miss Marvel will be in the Marvels. So yeah. Was she? Was she? God, that would have been a mess. Mm. Yeah, she's just like okay. She's just like very boring. Sif. Ooh, Sif. Ooh, Sif. They did Sif so dirty. They did Sif so dirty. Oh my god. They did Sif so dirty. Look at this. Sif has taken a long break since her last appearance in Thor the Dark World. I love that she's one of the MCU's first female warriors, and yet she has barely been highlighted, especially dealing with Thor. Oh my god. Was she in Love and Thunder? Was she there? Holy smokes. They just gave Sif nothing. Oh my god. All right, so Riri, it's hard to really say anything because we have not seen her yet. I still believe and I will still stand by the fact that her appearance in Wakanda Forever makes absolutely no sense. Um, I don't know why she's there. They should just introduce her via her own show, which they're like her introduction is going to be in Wakanda Forever, and then they're going to continue on her show, but it should have just been with the show. If that makes sense. Sorry. Oh, they did? Was she good? Did she have like a big part? Yeah. Like straight up blue balled. That was crazy. Like just the fact that there's been nothing. Her and the other two people that are with her. What are they called? Is it the Three Warriors or the something like that? But they blue balled us with them. Ooh boy. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so Kate Bishop. I actually really like Kate Bishop so far with what we got. I really enjoyed Hawkeye. I feel like it's one of the few shows that did the best that they could with the 6 episodes. Um, I really feel that. The only thing I disliked with Hawkeye was the fact that they didn't touch on Clint's time as Ronin, even though that's a huge part of the series. I felt like that was a missed opportunity, but I really enjoy Kate Bishop so far, and I'm excited to see where she goes. The Warriors 3, yes, thank you. Yeah, I thought so too. I don't even know if Armor Wars is happening, so yeah, me too. Me too. Her prototype armor, I don't really like it. They had a picture of it. Looks very clunky to me. I'm just not really a big fan of it, but I'm excited to see that a little bit. Yeah, I like Kate Bishop. I felt like as an introduction, she was done pretty well considering the 6 episode, mandate. Um, I felt like she was established pretty well. So we'll see where they go. Okoye, she has potential. We got to see what they do with her. Ayo, same with her. Mantis, I like Mantis. Hold on. Pepper Potts. So is Armor Wars happening? Because I feel like I don't know if it's happening, but I wonder. I don't know. Pepper Potts is now rescued, so I don't see why not at this point. mm, Mantis is cool. I feel like she has potential. We'll see what they do if they explore her a little bit in the third movie. Nebula is great. I really, really love Nebula. Her kind of, I don't want to say it's not necessarily a redemption arc, but her becoming an anti-hero, they did that so well with her and Gamora. I felt like they did a great job with Nebula. Cassie Lang, they done nothing with her, so I don't have an opinion on that. I think she is. Yeah, I think she is. Absolutely. Speaking of Pepper Potts, so all right, pre-Hawkeye casting. Yeah, she's my favorite too. I really enjoy what they did with her, and Haley Steinfeld really just she is Kate Bishop. She plays a teenager so well, in my opinion. She's always done a great job of like being a teenager. So it just fits so perfectly with her as Kate. She did great. I love what they've done with her so far, and I'm excited. Um, her abuse. Well, who are we talking about? Who are we talking about? Sorry, who are we talking about? Um, Pepper Potts. So Pepper Potts was pretty much a nothing character until they decided she could be rescued in Endgame. She was literally just there. Let's see. They tried to give her a little something with her having an issue with Tony uh, being obsessive over Iron Man, but I felt like that was just the starting point, and then they never went anywhere with it. She's pretty boring to me. Um, there's nothing to really say about her. Her relationship with Tony is flat as cardboard to me. So, oh, geez. Sorry, guys. This keeps happening. All right. Oh, those are the only ones so far. Other heroes I can think. Oh, Nebula. Yes, 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 they do. Absolutely. So let's see. I think I can stop sharing the screen. I'll stop sharing the screen. All right, so other heroes I can think of. Let me think. As far as female characters, let's go all the way back to Incredible Hulk, right? So we have Betty Ross. Betty Ross had a lot of potential, and then they completely abandoned the character as well as that entire movie. They just completely abandoned her going forward, which is insane when you think of how important Betty Ross is to the Hulk. She is literally the key to the Hulk. She keeps him grounded. And the fact that she's just not present after that initial film is insane. And I guess that was a warning sign to what they were going to do with the Hulk as a character. But yeah, I felt like she had potential. She kind of fell into the love interest category, but she had a bit more agency. Let's see. Yeah, Betty Ross, missed opportunity. Pepper has always been a decent character to watch. Okay, but I want to see more of her with Morgan. Yeah, me too. I definitely want to see how she's going to be with Morgan now that Tony's gone, and why should we rescue again? Maybe it'll be for a not so healthy reason. We'll see though. They kind of have like a not necessarily a blank slate with Pepper Potts, but they do. I mean, they could go anywhere with her, so I'm excited. Let's see. So I talked about Betty Ross, Iron Man. I talked about Pepper Potts. Then we have Iron Man 2. Oh, well, we have Peggy. Peggy. What do you guys think about Peggy Carter? Because Peggy, I don't know. I know she had her own separate show, which I did not watch. So maybe they expand upon her more there. Um, as far as the movies, I felt like she had a little more to offer, but they were stuck on her being with Steve. So I'm like, I don't really know how to feel about Peggy. I enjoyed her in what was it? Was it Winter Soldier? Or was it Winter Soldier? Um Let's see. Mm, mm. That's what I'm saying. Betty is the key. And the fact that she's just not present anywhere. They tried to literally make Natasha the key and it doesn't work. It didn't work. So I'm with you. If I don't hear through the grapevine that she wasn't in She-Hulk, we're gonna have a problem. She is probably gonna be the only thing that could get me to keep going with She-Hulk. But it's just crazy. Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. I've discussed at length in a couple videos how they have butchered Natasha Romanoff. Um, Black Widow, the film, is just so upsetting because they literally downplay her trauma. They downplay what she and Yelena and all those other women experienced in the Red Room. They boiled it down to mind control dust. And if you break that, then you're free. And to simplify something like the Red Room and the trauma being literally stripped of your womanhood, to simplify it down to mind control dust is so insulting. Um, it's just, ugh. Are we talking about Peggy? Yeah, I like that. She always had Steve's back. That's one thing I can't take away from her. She always had his back. And I love that. Um, I love that. I do. I just felt like they didn't do enough with her. Now, again, maybe they made up for that in her show, but I felt like they didn't do enough. Okay. Natasha Romanoff. They messed her up. I've talked about that at length. Who else? Let's look at the MCU movies. Yeah, okay, whatever. Oh, no. They order it by like chronological. I just want to see the MCU movies. Just show me all the movies. Show me all the movies so I can pull the female characters from there. um, yeah, let's see. I'm not really tired of her appearing. The last time she appeared was Multiverse of Madness, and she was fine. Um, So I'm not one of those people. I think my issue is they might start promoting her over Sam Wilson's Captain America, which is a problem because if there's anyone in phase 4 going forward that you should be promoting, especially if you're setting up the new Avengers team, it's got to be Sam Wilson's Captain America. You did the whole shebang in Falcon and the Winter Soldier just to not follow through. Now you're going to shift focus to Peggy. Like, that's very weird. I feel like they might do that, and that would be my issue. But yeah, Peggy's fine. She's fine. I don't necessarily dislike her. Okay, Captain America: The First Avenger, Marvel's The Avengers. There's no one really to harp on there. Iron Man 3, huh? Thor: The Dark World. Uh, who's there? Her man ceased to exist? No, I actually don't know. That's a good question. That's why I wish they would have just left it alone and have him be with Nat or something. I don't know. I wish they would have left that alone. All right, let's see. So we have Iron Man 3, Thor: The Dark World, Winter Soldier. I'm trying to think who was in there. Oh, Sharon. Sharon's cool. She's cool so far. I did like her in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That little twist. I thought that was really interesting, and I'm excited to see where they go with her. I feel like she has potential, so I like Sharon. Guardians of the Galaxy. We talked about those characters. Age of Ultron. That's when Scarlet Witch comes into the frame. La 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 la. Doctor Strange. Who is in there? Oh yeah, Christine. I agree. I agree. Well, not necessarily that first part because I didn't really like that, but I can understand why that wasn't an issue for you. But the Antonia thing, absolutely. I don't like how that was solved in the same manner in which everything else has been solved. Crack that mind control dust and you're fine. Like you said, Antonia would have seriously hated Natasha, rightfully so. And that would have been even more interesting to have a villain who rightfully, dislikes her protagonist, wants to kill Natasha because she left her to die. Like that would have been so interesting, but alas. Yikes. I'm keeping my expectations low for the X-Men, keeping it low, 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 just in case. I'm keeping it low. Let's see who's up next. Doctor Strange. Oh yeah, so Christine. Christine was boring. She was literally just the love interest, and then they tried to make her all important in Multiverse of Madness. And I'm like, we have not touched upon Christine since the first Doctor Strange film. Like she wasn't even mentioned in Infinity War or wherever else Doctor Strange appeared, but she's the one that got away. She's the love of his life. Really? Come on now. Whatever. They kind of rehashed episode 4 of What If for as far as like Christine and her connection with Doctor Strange. So that was whatever. Spider-Man Homecoming. So I've already kind of talked about this in a video that I made. But Michelle Jones, she is not a character. She's an archetype. And Liz was very much a missed opportunity. She could have been a sleeper hit as a villain, I feel like. Let me see. I'm trying to think. Kang? As far as the MCU goes, no. And if he does, it'll be a fake out death. Now, if they decide to kill off Hank Pym, I could see them doing that to like usher him out of the universe. But as far as Scott Lang, no, I don't see that happening. I do not see that happening. All right, let's see. Liz, Betty, la la la. Yeah, Michelle Jones. Her only trait is being pessimistic. Her and Peter as a love interest, yeah, or as a couple could work, but I don't know. They just don't give her anything to work with. They don't give her anything to do. And telling you purposely training. Exactly. I haven't seen her act, so damn, that sucks. That really sucks. I agree. I absolutely agree. They try to bank on that relationship to push the one with MJ and Peter, and I'm like, you can't do that. You can't do that. It doesn't work. I promise you, it doesn't work because when you take that away, who is MJ without Peter Parker? I really truly don't know. And if I can't answer that question, then you failed as developing her as a character. You failed. Like you've absolutely failed. So yeah. You could tell with the promotion for No Way Home that they definitely started playing into that because it was clear that their relationship was going to be kind of a focal point of the movie, even though their relationship, the development of it happened off screen. But yeah, so it's just a mess. Who else do we have? Let's see, Ragnarok. Talked about that. Black Panther, Infinity War. That's kind of a culmination. So, Captain Marvel. Talked about that. Shang-Chi. Oh yeah. So Shang-Chi, who his sister, right? His sister's cool. They haven't done much with her yet, but I'm interested in her. Da, 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 da. Eternals. Let's see. I didn't like Cersei. They killed off Ajax in the first 30 minutes, so there's really not a whole lot there. Angelina Jolie's character, I felt like was pretty interesting. She was probably the most interesting amongst the female characters. And who else? Oh, Sprite, right? Screw Sprite. I saw a tweet from somebody saying Antonia is a better villain than. No way somebody made that argument. No way somebody made that argument. Oh my god. Yeah, that's insane. Like, first of all, they really don't even explore trafficking in the movie, first of all. So that part of your argument is down. They certainly don't go into depth with it for Antonia specifically. So that's number two. And then you just said number three, like statistics. Come on, people. Come on, people. Let me see. I feel like that's it. I can't think of any more. I can't think of any more female characters, but that's crazy that somebody made that argument. They are not the brightest. I did put Flashpoint on here, so we can look at that. I made a video on Ezra Miller's apology. Oh yeah, Jessica Jones. Before I get to Ezra, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Whew. All right, so Ezra Miller's apology, which to me was just like a PR statement. I did a video on that. But I did not do a video on the options that WB was considering for the film. The Flash movie options. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so all right, so we can do it like this. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh yeah, hella! Holy snap! Holy crap! I can't give an opinion on her because I don't. I'd have to rewatch Ragnarok to understand her involvement and everything. So what did you guys think about Hela? Because I can't necessarily give an opinion. I just haven't watched Ragnarok in so long. From what I remember, I'm trying to think. Hela. I felt like she was an okay villain. From what I remember, just the fact that she destroyed Mjolnir was like jaw dropping to me. I just wish they would have stuck with her being Loki's daughter. Like, I wish they would have stuck with that. That would have been infinitely more interesting. But also, when they set her up as, I think, one of Odin's children, that could be interesting too within the MCU. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, because from what I remember, she was an okay villain. I really have to rewatch the film, but that's right. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. How they set her up in terms of the MCU with her being one of Odin's kids, that could be interesting, and that could really make Thor kind of question everything. And I don't know. I think she doesn't reappear after Ragnarok, which kind of sucks. But I think they did good with what they had. Yeah, I think she was cool from what I remember, but I really would have to rewatch that film. Let me share my screen as we enter our final topic. I didn't realize I was going for this long. Look at me go. All right. Chrome tab. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like let's see, she was kind of smooth. I think the actress did a great job. She really brought that character to life. I feel like if it was a different actress, my opinion would be very sour. Yeah. But you know what? Solaris, maybe it's a good thing that she's not around anymore because we see how they kind of have been treating their villains. So maybe it's a good thing that they kind of left it where it was. Yeah, she was literally killed off within the first 30 minutes. And I was like, what happened? What happened? She had all this promotion. She was a part of the cast. She was but, and then you said da. Like, come on. That would have been interesting to see them interact. I would have liked that. But also, I think it's okay. I think it's better that they didn't use him. Because I feel like the issue with um not necessarily phase four, but I feel like the issue when they're coming out with these shows, they don't pay attention to what came before. They don't bother to do the research on characters before and their characterization. Um, so then when we see these characters in a new series, like they're completely different from how they've been presented up to this point because the people writing the show don't do their homework. So it's like weird. You know what I'm saying, Solaris. Like she would have been redeemed. Her and Thor would have hugged it out, and then she would have fought by side with him in Avengers Kang Dynasty. It was. it was. They had to get rid of her because she was too powerful. Thanos getting to Asgard and ooh, you make a point. You make a point. In that, I'm glad that she's not there. I'm glad that she's not there. She was stopped at her fullest potential. I really wish the Hulk and Thanos would have gone head to head. Boom, bang, boom. Like that would have been so cool. Let me go back. All right. So what was I looking at? Oh yeah. They have these options for what they want to do with the Flash film. So the first option would be the actor try and secure some counseling and then give an interview in the future explaining their erratic behavior. After that period, Miller could do small press before it opens in theaters. It looks like they went with option one for the Flash film, which is a shame and clearly just a tactic to get people to just forgive Ezra and put money towards the film. I hope Ezra apologized to the people that they've actually harmed. Like, I hope he did that. But I think they and WB are more concerned with making money, which is whatever. The what's his name? Zaslav really likes they Zaslav, sorry, really likes the character of the Flash. And I think that's why he's so hell-bent on this film being released. It's just so dumb. Yep. We already got one apology from Miller. Let's see how many he comes out with before the movie comes out. Zaslav really likes the character of the Flash, which is I think is why he's so hell-bent on this film coming out. And it's really bizarre because it makes no sense at this point for this movie to come out. But let's look at these other two options before I get back to that. So the second option would be Warner Brothers would still release the film, but Ezra would do no press for the Flash. Also, there's no way Miller could be the Flash going forward either. And then option number 3, scrap the film. What option do you guys like? For me, I think they should just scrap the film. They should just scrap the film, recast Barry, or go with Wally West, and move forward. All the after effects that are born from this film are being scrapped. Michael Keaton's Batman, we're not going to see him moving forward. Sasha, what's her name? Supergirl. I'm pretty sure she's not going to have a bigger role outside of this film going forward. What's it called? Ezra's pretty much done as the Flash. So all of these after effects have been scrapped. Why would you now then go back and release the film that is the birthplace for all of this? It just doesn't make any sense. It's going to be more confusing than it already is. And if that's the case, that's very laughable. And screw them, because they were the ones who hijacked Snyder in the first place, at least with Justice League. And you know what's funny? I'm not even the biggest fan of the Snyderverse. I'm not the biggest fan of Snyder's interpretation of these characters. I'm really not. But I was for seeing his vision of the Justice League just because of how disgusting WB acted when Snyder had to step away for a family tragedy. And they took that as an opportunity to swoop in and completely change the film. And it backfired in their face. They could. However, this Flashpoint movie, as it stands right now, I don't know how it could restart the DC universe, because everything that they are using to restart the DC universe is being scrapped. They were going to set up Keaton's Batman to be the definitive Batman moving forward. That's scrapped. Sasha Cole's Supergirl, pretty sure she's not going to be a part of the DCEU going forward until much, much later, right? Like, it's all being scrapped. So I don't know how this particular film could restart the DC universe. They could just use Black Adam to do that, honestly. But that's just me. This is a mess. WB is a mess. It's all a mess. A mess. Hot mess. All right, so that was just a quickie on that. I don't think I have anything else. We're almost on 2 hours, which is literally insane. Thanks, guys, for sticking through it. Thank you for sticking through it. She-Hulk was not good. Summary of everything. She-Hulk, I did not enjoy it. I would give that a solid 4 out of 10. Exactly. The Flash is literally the nexus of the what the fuck for the DCEU. So why would you release said film? Why? And I know Zaslav really likes the character, but at what cost? Like, this is insane. Oh man. What do you remember your dream about a proper DC cinematic universe? Do you remember? Because I feel like for me, honestly speaking, I feel like they could have started with Justice League. I really, truly believe that. Justice League, that IP is so much stronger, so much more well-known than that of the Avengers. Like, they had to build that. With Justice League, you don't necessarily have to do that because they're so well-known. You could start there and then branch off. I really feel like that. But that's just me. Maybe if they decide to release this film, then that might just get retconned. I don't know. Oh, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Yeah. So She-Hulk, not good. 4 out of 10. Female characters in Marvel, y'all need to do better. You trying to rectify your wrongs by giving us all these new female characters. It's not enough. You need to actually write them well. And so far, you're not doing the best at that. So get it together. And then the Flash film, I still feel like we're never going to see it. And if we do, I'll go live and be like, wow, I was wrong. I was completely and utterly wrong. I think that's it. This was like a great live. Did anyone have anything else they wanted to say? I'll leave the floor open for like couple minutes, and then if not, then I think that's it on my end. Because, yeah, this was a great discussion, a great live. Hopefully, YouTube does not get me. Do not get me. Yeah. What do you mean by that? Like, do you mean in terms of what do you mean by that? Wonder Woman. I actually liked Wonder Woman until the third act. I'm not mistaken. My dream. Ezra was a better person or something. Period. The bare minimum. He was just a better person, you know. He wasn't like assaulting people or whatever. That would be cool. I would love to see them team up. I think initially Cyborg was supposed to be in the Flash film, and then the whole Ray Fisher thing happened, so that went nowhere. But I would love that team up as well. That would have been amazing. Green Lantern is a great way to really reinvigorate the fans. Like if you can bring in Green Lantern, whether it be Hal or John Stewart, or I would say start with those two. If you can bring them in and do it right, you've got something on your hands. You've got something great. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't like if you're talking about the first Wonder Woman movie, I would agree a little bit. Now, if you're talking about her overall, I don't know because they butcher her character in the sequel and she doesn't really have any personal development in the Justice League film. Um, But yeah, her sequel, they completely butcher her character. It's on the same level as how they write female characters in the MCU. So, but that first movie, she was good. I liked her a bit in the first movie. I really enjoyed that film until the third act. That entire third act was horrible for me. Um, but other than that, it was great. Hmm. I would love to see Green Lantern live action. We've earned it at this point. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else before we end and exit? Oh, look at that. Multiverse of Madness. Look at that. Oh, look at that lovely poster. Ah, misleading title. Okay. But yeah, if there's nothing else, I think that's it on my end. Oh, okay, okay. Got you, got you, got you, got you. I will give you a moment. All right. Oh, I said I was going to address the comments. Let me do that while you're getting your thing together. Somebody said earlier, I gotta scroll back. Oh, geez. Here we go. I said I was gonna address this. I guess so. I would argue it was a little bit downhill before Endgame, but it's just kind of a mess right now. There seems to be no direction for anything, and I would be okay with that. I would be okay if Phase 4 was just a series of films, not really connecting to the other MCU, not necessarily leading to anything. It's just a series of films with our characters and they're developed and what have you. I would be so okay with that if they were written well, if our characters actually went through an arc, they went through a change, but that's not what's been happening. And so it just makes the mess, the disorganization way more apparent. Like Doctor Strange really doesn't go through an arc in his own film. He's the same in the beginning as he is at the end. Wanda, they rehash her story. They rehashed with Doctor Strange as well, with the What If episode. Spider-Man, his arc is kind of long overdue. I felt like it was all right. It was okay. Let's see. God, and this is just the movies. Like, if you even go into the TV shows, what is going on there? Ooh. Oh, I keep hearing my phone. Okay. I'm scared. Let's see. Fingers crossed, Solaris. Fingers freaking crossed. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Which is insane because literally you have so many people who could be strong leaders in the MCU, and they just haven't utilized them. Like, outside of Wong, it could be Doctor Strange, but they messed that up. It could be Wanda, but they don't know what to do with her. It could be Spidey, but there's the thing with Sony, and then his movie kind of has him at a blank slate. So I don't know. It's just like a mess. It's just like a hot mess right now. And I really don't feel like phases 5 and 6 are going to address the issues that have come up in phase 4. Like, you're telling me we're gonna have Kang Dynasty within phases 5 and 6, but we have barely seen Kang in phase 4. He was what, in Loki? And none of what happened in Loki seems to have a greater effect on the greater MCU. Because otherwise it would have appeared in the other shows. Like, it's insane. And I think I'm at a point where I'm very burnt out from the MCU, which is why I've kind of been taking a break. I was very hesitant to do She-Hulk, but I was like, let me just watch it, right? But I think after this, I'm taking a break until next year because it's a lot. Yeah, they killed him off. And I will forever stand by the decision. Well, not the decision, but they should have recasted him. I will forever stand by that. To just abandon T'Challa as an entire character, and you think by doing that you are honoring the actor and what he brought to the role, you are sadly mistaken, because the actor would have wanted that character to live on. And the fact that you're just completely getting rid of him, that's not going to work out for you in the long run. It's actually not working out for you right now, but you know, it's a mess, hot mess. I think that's it. Solaris, was that all that you had, or was that all that you had to say, or was that the thing? I think that was the thing, right? Whew. Yeah, as far as Power Rangers, we'll see. We will see. Oh man. I don't know. With Marvel, whenever they try to write like female characters and their relationship to men, or they try to introduce an LGBTQIA plus character, it never feels organic. And that's my problem. Every single time they tried to do it, it's never organic. I feel like with DC, at least on the TV show side, and even with the movies, with their female characters, um, they just it's natural when they introduce a character who's LGBTQIA plus over at DC, or a female character. It's way more natural than Marvel. Like, it's always ham-fisted with Marvel, always in your face. You're always preaching to me how I'm supposed to feel about a character without ever letting me figure it out for myself. Like, it's so oh my god, you're right. You're right. Um, Nakia. Ooh. She was cool. I felt like she was cool in the film. Her and T'Challa getting together felt very rushed to me, and I'm very sad that we're never going to see him and Storm together. That kind of sucks. But beyond that, she was cool. I wonder if over time she's going to go down the route of being Malice. That would be really interesting. We'll see. But I liked her. I didn't hate her. She was cool. I felt like all the female characters in Black Panther were acceptable. They were fine. Oh, hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. Okay. Thanks. Ever since 2008, I've been waiting for a bulk of MCU. Yeah, that's oh man. That's the crazy thing. They announced Fantastic Four and I felt nothing. And that's when I knew there was a problem because I have been waiting to see the Fantastic Four for years. I love and adore the Fantastic Four. I've been waiting to see them for years. I've been waiting to see the X-Men. And now there's a possibility and a confirmation, at least for the Fantastic Four, that they're coming into the MCU. And I feel nervous. And I feel like not interested. It's so crazy how we've gotten to this point that you're either nervous or you're not interested. Like it's so crazy. I agree. I agree. It will be very great. And I wonder if they're even going to hint at it. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, man. That's why I'm so afraid for phases 5 and 6. I just feel like it's a schlock of content. And I'm like not excited. But that's how I know I need to take a break and then come back next year. And then maybe I'll be, ready to go. Oh, geez. I am excited for Marvel Zombies, though. I'm excited for that. That's the one thing I'm kind of really excited for. But yeah. Aw. That's for you, Dad. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, you've been sticking around this entire time. Yes, there is. Well, I don't know if it's actually coming out, but so way back Comic-Con DC fandom, they released like a teaser/trailer for the Flashpoint film. But we have not really heard anything on it since because Ezra Miller, the lead actor, has been basically a straight up criminal, assaulting people, so forth and so forth. So it's kind of been up in the air whether they're going to actually release the film. Um, I really don't know if it's coming out. But yes, there is a live Flashpoint movie. Yes. All right. I feel like I don't have anything else. Did you guys have anything else? We've been going on for a while now. I appreciate you guys sticking it out. Need some water, actually. Yeah, look it up. It's bad. It's really bad. Like he was literally arrested for burglary in Vermont not too long ago. So it's bad. It's really bad. On the Woman King, what's that? Educate me. What are you talking about? I gotta figure out what my next video is gonna be, anyways. Because it was originally gonna be on the MCU female characters, and then I was like, no, let's just do it as a live. So I gotta figure out what I want to do next. Yeah, Miller the Menace. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. Yep. Yep. But yeah, what are you talking about with the? Oh, wait. Are you talking about that film, The Woman? Yeah, that film with Viola Davis. Yes. Okay. Okay. I might go see that film. It looks interesting. So I think I'm gonna check it out. That comes out in September. Yeah, for those who don't know, let me just show a quick image of the Woman King. Yeah, yes. I'm excited for that. Share screen. I saw the trailer. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I remembered. But yeah, this is what we're talking about. It looks really good. So I think if I go to see it, then I'll make a little video about it. Sure, not a problem. uh, the title's kind of strange, but maybe it'll make sense in the actual movie. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to probably see that. That looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah. It's rare. It's like when it's the same as them saying Valkyrie is the king of Asgard. It's like, no, she's the queen of Asgard. Why are you negating that title? Why are you negating it like it's not important? I just I don't understand. You see what I'm talking about with Marvel? Whenever they try to be like feminists, it's never natural, it's never organic, so it comes off like a try hard. It's just disgusting. Anyways, I can't think of anything. I think that's it. Did anyone have anything else? Final call. Like they can't stand on their own merit. So let's steal some. We're kings now. Like, it doesn't even make sense. um, I think that's it. Did anyone have anything else? We'll leave it open for a minute, and then I'm gonna go off and make some lunch because I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna have a bomb salad for lunch. Okay. Leave it open for a minute, and then we'll call it a day. All right. That would be cool. That would be really cool. That would be really cool. I mean, I don't see why not. They let Batman interact with literally any and everyone. So that would be cool. That would be cool. Okay. Well, outside of that, I think that's it. I'm gonna go eat lunch and enjoy my day. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for sticking around. Great live, great talk, great discussions, and I'll see you guys later with my next video, which will be sometime whenever. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Bye. Oh, the comments were pretty good. We got to see it. Maybe they'll do it. DC will probably do it. I could see it. But yeah. All right, guys. Bye.